Still working on the tow rail. I've gotten the inside where we're going to be caulking it down nice and clean. I took off all the old caulking and scraped it off as best I could, but still it has to have a clean surface. So this goof off is working tremendous. So put on the rag. Look at that. Did a super job getting rid of all the old sticky caulking. 20 years old, 30 years old, who knows the last time it was removed and put back on. Could be even close to 40. Good product. Here we're cleaning the tow rails for Welo. This used to be one big piece, but upon lifting it one day and putting it away, it snapped in half. There were already two holes here, one for the stanchion and one for a deck fitting, and it was a week apart. So our plan is to get it re-welded together. We talked to Jesse next door, and we're going to try welding it tomorrow. I thought it was cast aluminum, but it's actual extruded aluminum, which is going to be better for welding. And he says, clean them up, put them together, tack them together. Then he's going to gouge them out and clean them, weld them together, and then we'll have to re-drill the holes. We'll see how that fares out. Welding is all complete. It's going to be not as strong, of course, as the original. Maybe a little brittle. Have to watch how we move it. We're going to dry fit this tonight and see how it goes. Beautiful job. And once we put a little black paint on the outside, like new. We're going to be using a lot of the existing fittings for Welo. Over time, of course, the old stainless steel parts have taken their beating, but with a little bit of this product called PERK, fine steel wool, it's coming out absolutely brilliant. Before and after. What a difference. Another day working on Welo. The fiberglassing has been done on the keel, and a rare opportunity, we've got Perry here who's done the fiberglassing for me. Good morning, Perry.
Good morning.
What kind of fiberglass did you use for the
keel?
On the crack in the keel?
There's about there's a layer of about 20-ounce unidirectional running in vertically.
Yeah.
And there's a layer of 1708 Nitex on top of that, about 6 inches wide. And there's a layer of roving on top of that with a layer of mat between each woven material, and it's closer than that.
Right. And you were showing me the material yesterday that you used, and you seem to have a great knowledge of fiberglassing. How many years have you been doing this?
30 plus.
30 plus. Wow.
So, you know, whatever I know, it's more intuitive than it is book learning, but
yeah,
I get a feel for it.
Yeah.
I run everything past Stan before I do any layups, so just to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, the quality of the work you did the transom on Welo.
Yes, sir.
All the fiberglassing.
Yes, sir.
And I had a good story you were telling me, because I was saying the wood was rotten, because they didn't use marine plywood. You said, and you knew that because you worked at the CNC factory back east.
Yeah.
And you actually laid up similar boats like this.
Yeah.
How many days did it take to lay up a boat like this?
If we were pushing, 2 guys could lay up a 26-foot hull, a hull, in an 8-hour shift.
Wow. And we don't know if this is a production boat or a hand-laid boat yet.
This is probably a hand-laid boat.
A hand-laid boat.
From what I've seen of it anyway.
Okay. So some parts of it were it's production
Well,
sailboat.
they were all hand-laid boats.
Oh, were they?
Yeah,
Okay.
they were like all the material was put in by hand, wet out by hand with a spray gun.
Yeah.
And rolled by hand.
Wow.
Keels, keel sumps, transoms, everything was laid up by hand.
So that's good. That's why people buy old boats like this, don't they? Because they can buy it for a reasonable price. The fiberglass was, in those days, were thicker, right, than new boats.
I don't know that it was necessarily thicker. That's kind of a what's the phrase I'm looking for?
Fallacy?
No,
Myth?
it can go both ways. If you're fiberglass, if you're layup crews, if you're laminating crews, don't know what they're doing.
Oh, I see.
I don't care how quickly you do it or how slowly you do it, you're gonna get a crappy job.
Yeah.
Your guys got to know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And if they don't, then you're not gonna get a good boat.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that applies to whatever field
Yeah.
you're involved in. If you're not doing good work, you're not doing good work.
Yeah.
And it's going to show up sooner or later.
Wow. I can't thank you enough for all the work you've done with Welo so far, and we still.
Yeah, my pleasure. I enjoy doing it. I would be doing this if I wasn't getting paid for it.
You enjoy it that
on
much.
my own hook. I like working with fiberglass. It's a material that I can make do anything.
Is that right?
Given the right material and the right amount of time, I can make this stuff do anything. I've done statuary. I've done Corinthian capitals for columns.
Oh.
You know.
Out of
ionic-
fiberglass.
Yeah, out of fiberglass. You know, I can make this stuff take any shape I want.
Wow.
Given the right material. And the right resins. And the right molds.
Wow. You know what? Maybe we'll come back and visit you again when you're working on a project, if that's okay. Yeah, and just see some of the work, and you can explain what you're doing.
Okay, sure. No problem.
Okay.
Be happy to.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, not a problem. My pleasure.
So last night, the top coat was put on the hatches. Holy mackerel. Look how shiny that is. Oh my goodness. So this is Alex Seal Stark White.
Nice color.
Actually, it is. It's got not too white bright.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of a cream.
Creamy, yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah, creamy. Creamy color.
Especially your sexual orientation, I guess.
Creamy color.
Oh wow, that is beautiful. That's how many coats?
Too close. Yeah.
2 coats. And now that this is done.
Yeah. Now we just need to put nose kit here.
And they,
Chili grate there.
yeah. Wow. What a difference.